All right, what is up, everybody? This is your friend Dave Gadhvi from Care Nation, and this is one more exciting day for me. Why? Because I'm here with Stacy A. Cross, and there's no E in her name. How are you,
Oh,
Stacy?
I am super fantastic, fabulous, amazing, great energy, and I'm happy to be alive.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man. Tracy, you are the live wire. Okay, so people who don't know Tracy, let me just give her a quick introduction. Stacy is an entrepreneur. She is an author. She is a speaker. She is a coach. Basically, she's a live wire of killing comfort. So, Stacy, so good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Care Nation, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So, Stacy, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about how anybody can kill comfort and can become unstoppable, right? So, first, we need to know more about you and your comfort, the comfort killers, as to what
Yes.
is your story, how Stacy became uncomfortable in life, and how Stacy became the unstoppable, right? So, if you can just share more little bit about your story as to how it all began and what was your life-changing moment. I think you spent a lot of time with Grant Cardone. You've been one of the speakers there. It's a big achievement. That's how I got to know you. You've got, I
Yes.
think recently some big celebrity, Kevin Harrington and all. I think you've been talking to a lot of people. So tell us about who Stacy is and how she got uncomfortable in life and she killed the comfort.
Well, you know what? It started with getting real with myself. And I took this out here. This is a Merriam Webster dictionary. And I looked up the word insanity, right? And being an insane person is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. And that's what I was doing. So, there was a point in my life when I was super depressed, super stressed out, super low confidence. Matter of fact, I had no confidence, Dev, because I was spending most of my time inside the casinos like a zombie. I had an addiction that was unrealistic to me. I mean, I couldn't believe it. When people started seeing, hey, Stacy, maybe you need to go to counseling. Maybe you need to change your life. And I was like, man, nah, I could stop anytime I want. We're talking about 9 years plus with a gambling addiction. And of course, the addiction teared off into other parts of my life, my social aspect, the financial, of course, the spirituality was all spiraling down. So I looked up this word, insanity, and I was like, oh shit, I'm insane. Myself, I'm insane. How can I stop this from moving forward in my life? And how could I change? I always looked up, how does one change? And that's a big word, and it's also a scary word. So after I realized that I myself had to take responsibility for myself, I decided I need to build something and start something that was super scary, but also held me accountable. And that's why I created the Comfort Killers. I woke up one day and said, you know what? I'm done. I am super done. But guess what? Actions speak louder than words. Action speaks louder than tweets. So I took the time and invested in myself and said, I'm going to build something that's ultra scary, but it keeps me at the forefront of life and success. And that's where the Comfort Killers came about.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. What year was that you realized that, hey, I'm done with gambling of 9 years? What year
Uh,
was that?
Telling you, you're gonna be like, what the hell? That was yesterday. It was 2014, 2015. 2016. See, this is crazy. It was February 14th, 2016, which was Valentine's Day. And I walked out of a seminar. I remember going to a seminar that day, and I realized that I had to do something different. I went into a seminar on Valentine's Day. It was a weekend seminar, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna walk the hell out of this seminar. They're like not teaching me nothing. I need to get the hell out of here and start putting some action. And when I went home that day, that's when I created the Comfort Killers. So that was 2016. Okay, a year ago, February 14th.
Wow, okay, that's unbelievable. And I think you've come a long way from just, few years. You met the biggest, motivator of all time, Grant Cardone, and I think you've been
Woo!
following a lot of great people. You've been working with a lot of great people. How did that happen? You know, how did Grant Cardone happen? You know, from knowing Stacy, who's caught up all in gambling and not taking her life seriously and very comfortable. How did Grant Cardone happen?
Well, I didn't actually have it on a target list. It wasn't my goal, but I do remember the first time I listened to Grant Cardone. I like downloaded one of his I think it was the 10x rule. Of course it was, and I pirated it. Dev, like I just downloaded the MP3 and I was listening to it and I said, who the heck is this guy? He's pumping me up. He's speaking my language. Now this is the guy I need to follow. And I started listening to that about a year before I walked out of that seminar on Valentine's Day. But what happened was a subconscious thing. Of course, I would invest a lot of time in his videos and his lives and his products, but I never wanted to say, oh, I'm going to meet Grant Cardone. It wasn't one of those things. What I did, though, was apply so much action. And that's exactly what he speaks about in the 10X rule. I applied so much action on a daily basis. I mean, around the clock, building a company, writing articles, just hitting it from all angles and not knowing what was going to happen. Then something happened. They reached out to me. Hey, Stace, we've been watching you. What do you mean you've been watching me? What do you mean? What do you mean you've been watching me? So when that happens, then you know that one thing in life that takes precedent over everything in business and life is action. And I learned that by applying so much action and not caring, it's just a means other people take notice. And that's what's been happening.
Yeah, wow, unbelievable. I think it's something similar to what happened to me as well. So 10x changed your life, 10x changed my life too, okay? But only difference is I read the book, no pirated version, no Grant Cardone voice in my head, but yes. So yeah, that 10x book is amazing, for people who are comfortable.
And what the book? Just let's be clear though, I did buy the book afterwards, guys. I wasn't just a pirate. I actually went out. I bought a lot of his products already, but that's what it is, one thing is using what you have. So there's no complaints, right? Using what you have at the time, even if your resources are limited, use the hell out of them. And because a lot of people are like, I need a coach, I need a mentor. Go open a book. That's your coach. That's your mentor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Awesome. I think you touched upon a brilliant point, and we think so much alike that there are a lot of people who are trying to come out of the rat race and they want to say, hey, I want to start something now. I don't like going to work, but hey, dude, what are you doing? You're still in your comfort zone. Come out of the comfort zone and start reading and start being with the hungry sharks like Stacy and all those people. So yeah, unbelievable. So I think you've already shared your thoughts on this next question that I had for you. You've seen both sides of the life, being a comfort and being uncomfortable, right? How do you feel when you are now as compared to what you were before in your comfortable life? How do you feel?
Oh man, I feel 110% better, and knowing that I control everything. That was a big piece. Before, everything happened to me and I complained about it. The government, the job, the boss, where I live, the paycheck. Now everything is my responsibility and I am at cause of everything. So just being at cause, now I know what I need to do in order to receive. So it's a 110% total difference. The only difference is now I'm always like this. I gotta, what's next? I'm unsatisfied. What do I gotta do now? So I'm always in this learning capacity. I'm always a novice. At every level, you're a novice again. So just though I got uncomfortable, met Grant Cardone and doing amazing things with his team and branching out and building this business, I'm always learning and I'm always now at a new level of growth.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I missed the opportunity of meeting Mr. Cardone at 10X Growth Con, but yeah, I'm gonna see you and Grant Cardone next year, by the way. Awesome. So great. Beautiful thoughts, and I completely agree with what you said. So what is the advice that you're gonna give to people who want to come out of the rat race? So people who are actually connected to me in my Care Nation, more or less they are working for somebody else, working, 9 to 5 or those timings. What would you advise those people? How can they break out of that chain and come out of their comfort and start doing things that they really want to do in life?
Well, you know what I say is because, when I started the company I called the 9 to 5 a resource center, right? I just started changing the mindset. So if someone would say, hey, who do you work for? I say, I don't work for no one but myself. I work with this company. So you could start the changes within the environment of your 9 to 5. I'm not the one that says, go jump out, right? I say build the skills, build your entrepreneurial skill, go to work to prosper. Don't go to work, AKA Grant Cardone said that. And I believe it 100%. So whether you're in a 9 to 5, 10 to 6, whatever the case, why aren't you building yourself there? Why aren't you taking on more responsibilities there? Because here's the thing. Everybody wants to go jump out, right? They don't like the structure. They hate their boss. They hate themselves, right? They go wake up and they're humdrum. But then guess what? They build a company with structure. They build a company with organization. They build a company with management. They build everything that they hate because that's a company. It's a business. So my thing is, what can you learn more? Go there as the dependable person. Go there to build your skills. And then when it's time to leap, you're going to have that maturity level. You're going to have that experience that knows, hey, listen, I'm not going to hate them. I love being able to get a check, being able to get something that pays the light. The light's on right now. It's because of the resource center. Just change the frame around what you think a 9 to 5 is. Go there to prosper. Don't go there to work. Now, when you go home, the time that you have before work, the time that you have before your kids. See, all it is a test. Because if you're unwilling to put in the time that you do have now while you're at your 9 to 5, you're unwilling to leap off and go do that for yourself. It just doesn't start when you end something. It starts right now. So my first advice is go to work to prosper. Crush it. Go in there like a sniper. Go in there with a different attitude, different mentality. Go in there to gain as much knowledge and everything. But in the time that you have around that box, you had better be starting to do your thing. You had better be putting in hours before and after work. And that's how you pass the test.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I'm sure this is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because I'm not saying I want you to go out and I want you to be the entrepreneur, but it's coming out of a place of hate. And I don't understand, how could we hate something that has been giving us resources up to the point of our enlightenment? Our enlightenment, now it's time to really go do what we love and passion and all of that. But why haven't you been doing it? There's 24 hours in a day. There's 168 hours in a week. There's 740 hours in a month. How much time have you devoted already to your thing now, to your passion now?
Awesome. I think I love it. I love the passion that you have, the energy that you have, and the content that you're sharing is lethal. It's lethal. Definitely.
Yeah.
Great. So let's just talk about Stacy. What is your daily routine like?
He asked me about the routine. I get up and I think and I say a couple different things. Man, wow, I made it. I'm up. I got another chance to advance. God has me in favor. I have myself in favor. Now it's time to crush it. I started off with the Weekly Rhythm Register. It's a book. I got it from a book Darren Hardy wrote, and that book is The Compound Effect. So in the Weekly Rhythm Register, I would just write down tons of things to get done that same day and to just accomplish it and keep it and measure it and add stats to it. I have since not used that anymore, and it's become a discipline. So what do? I get up and my days are well controlled, not managed, controlled. So I know exactly that we were going to have this meeting. Before we had the meeting, I prepared and everything. But my routine is getting up, knowing that I am here, I'm alive. There's many people that has not woken up today, and then I go out and just crush my day. I have one simple rule on being a comfort killer. It's just being better than the person you were yesterday, being better than the person you were an hour ago. Very simple nudges. You could do that. Once you do that, you create a discipline on how to interact and how to build your day.
Awesome, awesome. Well, that brings me to another question. I completely agree that you need to control your day. You do not have to rely on other things, external forces to control your day. You need to know where you're heading, where you're going. You got to write it down step by step, where you're going 5 years down the line, what you want to achieve in 2 years from now, what do you want to do
Yes,
today. I am a firm
yes.
believer in that. I read something about a ritual, daily ritual called Savers from one of the book. S stands for silence, affirmation, and visualization,
Yes.
exercise, reading, and scribbling. Writing down your goal, right? So that is really really good. Ever since I implemented in my life, I think I'm able to do a lot better. So thank you for sharing that. So let me ask you this: do you prefer reading books or do you prefer listening to audiobooks or either of that? How many books do you read in a month or listen to in a month?
I love that question. I so love it. Um, I like both. So when I get a book, I will get the supplemental audio book if there is one available. So I do two of them. So I listen and I read because we all learn, we all get things inside differently. But I like the both. So I like touching books and I love how they smell, man. I love smelling just a dusty old book. So I put a lot of notes in my books, references. So when I read a book, I don't just read it to one and done to try to be in a battle with the world. So it takes me 1 month to read one book. 1 month, one book, because I consume it. I eat it. I live by it. I implement. So a lot of people, hey, one a day, that's great if I want to be in a competition with everyone else. I'm not in a competition with everyone else. So that's why I listen to the book, I read it, I make notes, I got all these stickies. I really live the book and the consciousness of the author for that entire month.
Wow, wow, awesome, awesome. It's a little different than what I'm doing right now. I'm more of audiobook guy. I started with the hard copies physical book, but I said, hey, look, I need to, I'm more of a guy who is very audio centric. So yeah, awesome, awesome. By the way, I'm sure did you know that an average millionaire or a CEO, they read about 60 books in a year?
Yes, absolutely. Well, those are the stats that I started analyzing the rich. I started analyzing highly successful and highly influential people. And I just started taking everything that they did. If they got up at 4 in the morning, I got up at 4 in the morning. I didn't even know why I was doing it. I just knew that I needed to model off of someone different than what we've been modeling before. So yeah, I understand it. I believe it 100%, that reading, baby, that learning new things, that knowing that you're a novice, that knowing that you don't know shit. And that has put me in that box. And I love that. Yes, I do know.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it, love it. All right, so we're gonna take some question. I think we've got 10 minutes. We'll mix it up. So there was a question from Bharani. So first of all, he's saying that you're a powerhouse, amazing person. So
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, that's a great book. That's a great book. So his question was, what is more important? Working hard or working smart? What is more important?
Ooh, I love that question because initially when I started, I just was working hard around the clock, hard, 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 hard. Now I realize, there's a way to implement systems and processes so that you have the energy to continue moving forward, because energy depletes itself. And how do you build that up? So I believe working smarter would be the best way. But if there's a time that you need to dust your nose off, put the boots to the ground and work hard, you need to do so. And I've done that for a year. Now I look back and I say, okay, the energy has been expended. Let's build the systems that allows me to work smarter so I can continue providing so much energy in the world.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. I think hard work can never be replaced, but if you mix it up with a smart work, then you become
Woo!
unstoppable. Sure.
Yes.
All right, awesome, awesome. Who are the great leaders that you follow? Of course, we know one of them, Grant Cardone, but who are the people that you really admire and follow and you try and
Yes.
learn and implement those things in your life?
Ooh, I'm in Philadelphia. Benjamin Franklin is a big one for me. And I love the cat because I'm talking about, when you talk about personal development. See, I love personal development, self-improvement. If I'm in a conversation with someone, like you said, SAVERS is the acronym. I'm gonna learn. I love that. Let me add that technology to my system now. Let's see how that could influence me. So I love Benjamin Franklin. I love, of course, you know, Grant Cardone. I kind of keep it down to very few. Initially, when I started, there were so many people that I had this one, this one, this one, this one. And then I realized that some were or contradicting some other things that I've learned. So I like to keep it down and narrow it down to about one or two people. Right now, it has to be Grant Cardone. I love Dan Kennedy.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Which just completely makes sense, right? You know, getting too many things in your head can also make you get confused.
Confused, baby.
Yeah,
Confused.
yeah.
And once I was like, wait, should I meditate? Shouldn't I meditate? You know what I mean? So I had to cut it down.
Absolutely. All right, so we got one more question. The question comes from Jadun, and his question is, how many hours do you read a book in a day?
Ooh, love the question. I like to read chapters, so I don't put it in an hour. I like to make sure that it fits in a certain time period, but I like reading about 3 chapters a day. So depending on the book, I'm reading about 1 to 2 hours a day. So 1 to 2 hours a day, but remember, I'm reading, I'm analyzing, I'm highlighting, I'm looking up. See, here's the thing. I read Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, right?
Mhm.
He mentioned a fella in there named Blair Warren. I stopped reading to go read some stuff on Blair Warren. So it's this roots analysis, the way that I approach a book. If someone mentions someone, that means it's worth it for me to go check them out. And that's what I do. But yeah, about 2 hours a day. Thank you for the question.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great. So next question, okay? Now we've seen Stacy's past, we've seen Stacy's present. Now we want to know what's in the store for future, right? Where do you want to see yourself 5 years or 3 years or 5 years down the line?
Oh man, my mission in life is to teach millions how to get uncomfortable, right? So I've already started a campaign that measures this million. So within the next 3 years, I want to get to the million and make sure that that's done, and then go on to maybe 50 million. So I'm always growing, always expanding. As far as the business, we do have a program that I created. It's called the four-step process to living a successful life. It's the comfort killer process, because I had the question, how do I look like? How do I stop this addiction? How do I stop depression without going to maybe a psychologist, without taking more pills? So I created that because I was able to overcome addiction without going to a meeting, right? So I created that. I don't want to see this process be the household process for change. Another thing that's on my list is, of course, being the #1 and self-improvement company known to man. Not because we're doing it the same way, it's because we're punching people in the face and saying, take responsibility for your life. So it's an unorthodox approach in the way that we're handling self-improvement. So what I want to see in 3 years is that I reach my million, Dev. I need that million. And then, of course, moving on, we're going for bigger numbers, 50 million. I want to be able to be here to change life. That's why I'm here. I sacrificed my life for it, Dev, and that's all.
Well, that's so beautiful. You know, we know why. It's because of music to my ears. The target that you've set yourself for 1 million, I've set myself to 10 million. So, you know, I was thinking of I was thinking of 1 million first to start off. I said, hey, look, but Grant says it should be 10 times whatever you want to do. I said, hey, I want to mix it up and I want to go for 10 million. So ever since I got there, yeah, so ever since I got to that part, I said, hey, look, I need to increase my activity level. And I write it down every single day that, hey, I've created my legacy by helping more than 10 million people, giving more, right? So that's the way to do it, right?
Love it. I love it. I love it. And see, the thing is with my mission, it says millions with an S. So of course they could be from 1 to 999, right? And I said, you know what? 1 year we did this. 1 year we put ourselves on the map. 1 year I made it known that there's no damn E in my name, right? It's an unorthodox approach. Give me the one. I'm going to take the one. I'm going to freaking smash it. Because I'll tell you what, Dev, before year one, I wasn't doing shit, you know? So I wasn't doing anything. So 1 million for me is 10x in it, baby.
Awesome, awesome. Love it, love it. Great. So we got a couple of more questions, and I think we have got 2 or 3 more minutes left. Next question comes from Sagar. Sagar says that how can you create your own value while working 9 to 5?
Ooh, that's a great question. And yeah, here's what I did. Here's what I'm telling you straight up what I did. I went in there and I wrote my goals down. Okay, I'm going to be here for this much years, this many time. I made a timeline. Then I created a self-value system for myself. Like pretty much I did this. I was a sniper when I went in. I didn't want to speak with the low-level people that just wanted to gossip, complain. I didn't want to be around that. So I wanted to learn more about the business side of it. So I networked within the company and organization and said, hey, listen, could you mentor me? The person looked around and said, oh, hell, no one ever asked me that here, right? Could you mentor me? Hell yeah, I'll mentor you. Free advice. I'm talking about free coaching on the inside of the business. So my value was, I'm not going to be mad at this place. I'm not going to hate it. What I'm going to do is make sure I don't complain. I don't blame anyone. I take responsibility. I show up on time. I'm here. I look good. I smell good. And I go in here with another thing in my mind, which means I'm only here for this thing. I want to learn this thing. I'm going to take the seminars. I don't know if your job has free training or whatever. I took all of them. I want to learn everything. So I implemented that kind of mindset within the 9 to 5 space, and I was able to extract this mentorship, this business mind, and I was able to learn more and add it to my business.
Oh, sounds unbelievable, because there are a lot of people who are hoping to make the change in their life, but they don't know when to get started. I think that's a beautiful place to get started. I think very few people think about it. Hey, can I approach somebody and say, hey, can you be my mentor? Can you give me an advice? And it's such an underestimated or underused approach, but it's highly effective, And
Yes.
I think beautifully says, and it could be a real person you can reach out to. And if you're not able to find somebody who's 10 times or 100 times better than you, that's what I said, that reach out to people who are already available, the big giants like Grant Cardone, right? So reach out to those people.
Yeah.
They're freely available on all the social media platforms. Just try and extract whatever you can and implement it right away while you're working. You don't have to do anything different. Like, for example, I'm working, right? I'm doing 9 to 5, and I'm juggling between a lot of things. At the same time, I'm still building my base. So I think that's a beautiful point.
And you know what, too, is a lot of people are scared of like the VPs in the organization. I'll send a blind email. Hey, I want to come up there and shadow one of you guys for a day, or shadow this. I'm really interested in this aspect. Meanwhile, my value is creating a person that has a networking abilities, able to start talking and be freely available to these people. And I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 times, they will say yes. Because everyone here, I believe, is on earth to help someone else. No one naturally doesn't want to help you. So if you approach them and say, listen, I just would love to shadow you, want to learn more about this side of the business, I'm sure that's a great place to start. And you're absolutely right. People like Gadhvi, Grant Cardone, excuse me, freely give knowledge. And YouTube, look at YouTube. You know what I did on YouTube, Deb? I watched videos from Harvard. And when people ask me, Stace, where do you go? I say, I go to Harvard. I go to Stanford. I go to Columbia. Why? Because these professors put videos out on YouTube for free. So I would take entrepreneurial classes. I would take business classes and say I went to Harvard.
That's unbelievable. Trust me, you got me. You gave me one more brilliant advice today. I've not done that yet. The whole interview, it was worth $1 million to me, because I'm also going to go to Harvard now.
That's it, baby.
Hey, look, I think we're already on top of the scheduled time. Can you take a last question if you don't mind? All right, awesome. All right, so the next question. Oh, I think I lost the question, but anyways, okay. Here's how it was. I think I remember. how would you handle the fear of failure or fear of judging people, people judging you? I off late, honestly, I've got a lot of haters. Of course, as Grant Cardone says, try and build more haters. If you want to be more successful, have more haters for good
Yeah.
reason, of course. So how do you handle those situations when people are throwing garbage at you, people don't believe in you, or you have a fear of failure? How do you tackle that situation?
Well, I love that question. I think that's a real honest question there. And with me, look at me, guys. They're like, is she a girl? Is she a boy? Okay. So I come in here stepping out inside this space of the public, and I cannot care, right? So my thing is, as far as judgment, people are only telling you their own failure, their own scarcity, their own insecurity. That's what they're doing when they're shouting that out. When they're throwing garbage, it's because someone threw garbage at them. So I look at them with love, and love is the language of this universe. So at the end of the day, what I do is love them back, whether you're haters or whatever the case. And I've gotten some hate emails, okay? Hey, you say yeah too much. My interview with Grant Cardone, I was just like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. They're like, damn, shut up. And I'm like, you're right. Maybe I should have shut up. But guess what? You're not here. You see what I'm saying? You're not here. So what they're doing is they're being blatant when they're saying, oh man, I wish I could have done what you've done. Or I'm so scared and I'm sitting here paralyzed because I can't do what you do. So I love all the haters. As far as the fear, my fear, listen, here's the thing. When I feel fear, to go, because fear is this old ass emotion, and this in your crocodile brain that says someone's coming down. Not even someone, a dinosaur or a big old freaking I don't know what is coming to kill you and your wife and your kids in the cave. Okay, in the cave days. That's why you got fear still, and these fear that holds and preserves your energy to survive. That's all fear is. Hey, you got to survive right now. So when I look at fear, I'm like, man, this thing is a puppy. It's not really that big. It's a puppy. So when I look at fear, I said, oh man, you're so cute. You're so cute, fear. Let's go anyway. So I minimize the effects of fears, the colossal look of fear, to down to a puppy size. And I say, you're so cute, baby. Now let's go. If you feel fear, you got to go anyway.
I love it. I love it. Puppy analogy is amazing.
You're a puppy. You're a puppy, baby.
Awesome, awesome. Some of the brilliant thoughts and some of the brilliant tips shared by you, Trey, Stacy. I really, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time from your busy schedule and talking to Care Nation. It really means a lot to me and my whole Care Nation.
Care Nation. I love that. I love the name. I'm like, wow. Why didn't I think of it before you, Dev? Here I go with the killers, the comfort killers. Care Nation is so beautiful. I love you guys, though. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. And I love investing time with people that are on beautiful, big missions, such as yourself, and taking an army and a fleet of people behind you and showing that there's more to life. There's more across the pond. There's more over that obstacle. There's more over the challenge. So everyone could actually feel that they got up today and they could do better than yesterday.
Boom, man. That's the $1 million statement right there. Thank you so much, Stacy. It is really a pleasure again. Yeah, a lot of love from India. I think most of the people who join from India, they will really love you more. Guys, if you want to check her out, I have left the link below in the comment box, The Comfort Killer. Really amazing place if you want to really go ahead of life. Just hit Stacy and get whatever you can from her mindset, because it is unstoppable mindset. Thank you so much, Stacy, once again.
Thank you. You guys enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your month. Enjoy this second. I love you guys to life. Remember, remain uncomfortable, baby. I am Stacy A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next time.
Take care. Bye-bye, Stacy. See ya.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for people who have tuned in today. Once again, this is your friend Dave Gadhvi, and I'm committed, 100% committed in bringing those brilliant people on the show so that we can learn together as we move ahead in our journey to become unstoppable. Okay, do me a favor, if you've not done that already, do share this stream, do share this video with people who you think would add, it would add more value to them, because we are Care Nation and we are all about caring for others, right? So first care for yourself, your future, your family, your health. At the same time, care for others, okay? So give more to get more. So thank you so much for being part of the Care Nation community. And I'm committed to reaching millions of people with your help and your support. So thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekday and have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye bye.